This is the EMG Podcast.
Uh-oh. Three-headed monster in a room today.
It's the first time we've done this.
First time the three of us have all been in the same place at once in this room recording.
Is that true?
Yeah.
It is true.
You want to know why?
Because you guys don't
just
invite
me, Mike, or just me and you.
Because you guys don't
Because
invite
you
me.
ignore every calendar invite, Tom. That's why.
No. You don't invite me in person.
Well, listen, we're here today.
I like handwritten notes. I like invitations by
No, I don't want to make you cry. We know how easily you do that.
Well, I could come to your office next time. I'll do better.
See, he puts it on himself. I like that. We're
Gotta
here
put it out
today,
there, people. Gotta put
the
it out.
three of us, for a very good reason, and that is to discuss EMG's inclusion on the Inc. Regional's Northeast list of fastest growing private companies. We are incredibly proud of this accomplishment that our team really helped put together, and we wanted to pull the curtain back and talk a little bit about the honor.
Yeah, it's when you applied for this for us, it's sometimes when you're constantly doing the job, you don't necessarily think of like getting any accolades, or because you're doing it not for the accolades, but it is nice to be recognized with some of the most prestigious companies that we use, like personally as consumers, that are on the same list. You know?
So this is the precursor to the Inc. 5000 list,
Right.
which is like
National
fastest growing companies in the country.
Yeah.
You got to make the regionals first, and then you move on. So in the tournament, we're moving closer and closer to the championship.
Almost
right?
March.
Exactly.
Still in the bracket.
And so this is in the Northeast, which I think is pretty much everything from like Pennsylvania and Delaware kind of up to Maine.
Yeah.
We are one of the fastest growing companies in the Northeast.
Yeah.
Number 43.
Out of
199.
199 or 200.
Yeah,
something like that.
199.
Yeah.
You know, you do apply for this, right?
Yeah.
You do apply.
Well, they don't know unless you give the information.
Correct. We have to give the information. They have to verify all the information. I think I want to just pause real quick and say that the reason why we're calling this out and why we applied for it is, to your point, when you're in the grind of it every day, and there's the photo booth attendant unjamming a printer, or there's an operations person in our warehouse loading a truck after a very long night and
In the snow.
Yeah. This is for our team.
Yeah.
This is for the 300 plus people that make this engine go, to realize that the hard work does pay off with growth, and they are now working at one of the fastest growing companies in the Northeast, maybe in the country. We'll find out later this year.
We will find out. Yeah, I mean, last year we did almost, I'll get the marketing right there, Mike, almost 1,500 events, right?
Correct. Very good.
And to your point, like obviously we do it every day to make our clients happy. That's why we get to do what we do. But I think it's pretty interesting that, number one, first of all, you had the idea to even apply to this. I didn't know that this was like, I've obviously heard of Inc. It's a major publication.
Right, yeah.
It's been around for over 40 years, but just to be recognized by something outside of the industry, right? Because we always talk about like head down, in the business too, but we talk to industry colleagues most often. Like we talk to our peers that are also doing the same thing as us.
Right.
Just to be recognized, like to your point, the hard work of all of our people, but outside of the just like general business has been, I think, really cool.
I was just happy being in the press release with my name.
And did they spell it right?
Yeah,
I spelled it right.
He spelled it.
I spelled it right.
Shocker.
Yeah,
Carlio. Anyway,
that's my dad always
the
said.
companies on this
Carlio.
list, listen to this, show a remarkable rate of growth across
listening.
all industries in the Northeast region.
Try it again.
East?
Try it again. It's from the beginning.
We'll fix it in post. A remarkable rate of growth across all industries in the Northeast region. Between 2020 and 2022, these 199 private companies had an average growth rate of 155.84%. Now, EMG was above that average at 439%, which is like hard for me to wrap my head around.
I don't even know what that means.
That we actually did that.
Yeah.
And listen, we helped to add, of all of the companies on this list, right, 14,560 jobs, which is incredible.
I know the number. Is it $15.7 billion to the economy?
To the region's economy.
To the region's economy.
So $15.7 billion to the region's economy. That's amazing.
Now, if only that could be reflected in our tax returns, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be great.
You hearing us, Uncle Sam?
So what is next, and what does it all mean?
Well, nothing.
It means nothing, really.
None of it matters.
None of it matters. It's a nice graphic. No, this is something that we want our company, meaning our team, to be very, very proud of.
Yeah.
This is a lot of hours that go into something. It's always funny when I meet people, it happened over the weekend. My brother got married, so I met a lot of his colleagues and people that I don't talk with every day. And I think that there is the belief that when somebody says, "What do you do?" and I say, "Oh, I own a wedding entertainment company."
Yeah.
There's kind of that, like, you go through it too. There's kind of like that eye roll.
Yeah, but like, what do you do for a living?
But like,
now?
for real,
like, what do you do
full
full time?
Yeah, what do you do full time?
What do you do during the week?
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of people. We do a lot of talking. I do a lot of playing.
Yep.
Of the guitar.
Yeah.
But
But now you know what we get to say, Mike? We own one of the fastest growing companies in the Northeast.
In the Northeast.
I'll tell you why we're doing this. Like, personally, I think one of the things that we did last year, we wanted to make it our initial goal was to make a place for people who want to work here, right? But that was within our networks, right? For the musicians, mostly my network with our friend Gabe, and then to Isaac, and then to Tristan, and then to Caleb, and all these networks that are the nucleus is getting bigger. I want other people's like musicians to know that this is one of the fastest growing companies, and this is a place for people who want to be here, right? Musicians that want to play for us, so we can attract the best musicians that we currently do now, but we want to attract even more.
It all feeds each other,
Staff
right?
members, clients should know about this. They should be proud that they were an EMG couple, right? People should know about us. It's enough of keeping our head down, doing the work, and not saying anything. I think it's time for people to start recognizing EMG. That's the one thing that I really want to do internally with the people that work here, because they should be proud where they work, right? I'm proud of it. I know you guys are.
Well, what I was saying is both sides of that equation feed each other.
Right.
So the more people that know, the better the quality of the talent is attracted and that we get, the better the product that we put out for our clients, the better the parties are, the better. So it feeds both sides. So I think that everyone that has been part of this growth, whether it be internal team members or clients that have chosen us and actually fueled it, we all did this together.
Well, we couldn't have grown without doing the 1,484 events, last year.
I think, if it all boils down to me, for one thing, it's intention, right? Like we are intentional about all that stuff. It's not by chance that we make our clients happy. It's because we care, right? It's not by chance that, if you ask anybody in the office or musicians or performers or staff members that it's, one of the best jobs that they've ever had. I'm really proud of that. I know you guys are too, right?
Yeah.
That is something I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot that goes under the hood in terms of like care and intention that just allows us to even get to a place like this.
Yeah, I don't like giving myself flowers very much,
No.
or the three of us. I do really like to.
I'll just keep talking.
So when we were back in 2020, because this is where it started, right? We did a lot of internal. I'm trying to keep a straight face. I can't do it.
Go on, sorry. We did a lot of internal.
When he starts laughing, and this vein starts going. Right now,
That's
look
how
at
you know
that.
you got
Right
it.
there.
I won't interrupt you. Go ahead.
Is that a
how you know
vein
you
or an
got it.
artery?
It's I don't know, but we got to get this guy to a hospital stat.
There was another one coming out.
It's just like,
In 2020, we were not a lot of jobs, right? Not a lot of weddings, a lot of time on our hands. We were indoors. There were a lot of things to do. So what did we do? We internally looked at the entire infrastructure of EMG, right? Started with sales, our marketing, and then it trickled down to logistics, the training program, like all these things that we were doing. And that is what built the current logistics and all of the things that we're doing in this studio right here, right to this point. And I still don't feel like we've gotten where we are headed towards. But I attribute to, I don't want to say it was a good thing COVID happened, because it obviously wasn't. Many people have lost their lives and things like that. But when it comes to the circumstances,
it gave us nothing but 24 hours a day to think about this business.
Right? And to stay safe, and and keep our heads above water. Of happy hour starting at 2:00 every day is not sustainable, right? So
although you tried your hardest,
I did. Well, me and my wife did. Yeah, it was rough. Long walks outside.
Mike didn't wear any pants. It was nuts.
The
For
brewer's
a year
shirt
and a
is
half.
the brewer's shirt. It's
Yeah.
famous.
Yep.
But I think that internal reboot led to those years of growth. And if it wasn't for us being captive in our own houses, I don't necessarily know if we would be sitting here today with the same thing.
And now, I could take myself dancing. So listen. So here's what's next. What's next is later this year. March Madness. Yeah. Later
That's
this
like,
year.
That's like Christmas for me.
You'll have to stay
First
tuned
inning.
to see if EMG makes the Inc. 5000 list, and that's kind of the granddaddy of them all.
I can't wait.
Fastest growing companies in America. I think we're going to do it, and I think we're going to place in the top 20%. That's my estimation.
And if we do, what the people out there get is a new graphic.
They get a new graphic.
Brand new graphic.
So there's always that.
And a new
But
video,
remember,
right? New podcast. We could do it again.
We can.
And maybe you'll be in the room this time.
Maybe I'll sit on that side.
Are you AI Tom or real Tom?
tune in next time to find out. Everyone, thank you. Our employees, our staff, our clients, our families, our wives, everyone that supports our dream. We say thank you. Stay tuned.
Peace out.
You can find us at elegantmusicgroup.com or on Instagram at elegantmusicgroup.